what's up, everyone? Welcome back for another episode of the Giveaway Show. I'm Carl Collects Comics. I'm glad that each of you are still here. My apologies for keeping y'all wait. I've been a little bit waiting. I've been a little bit under the weather today, and so but we're here. I'm excited to see y'all, and I'm glad that we are going to get to go live because we have a great show planned for you. We're going to be talking about the new Fantastic Four movie. It is dropping this week. This weekend it is here, and so we've got some Fantastic Four themed giveaways. We're going to give away 2 sets of fresh off the presses. This is the Fantastic Four facsimile edition for issue number 1. We're going to be giving this away, but not alone. Also going to be giving away the Alex Ross homage. So this set, we'll be giving away 2 sets of this to winners tonight. So glad that y'all are with us tonight.
These came out channel upgrade right there. I like the channel upgrade.
Oh, it's not a it is not a channel upgrade. It's just up there for a show. What's up, Real James Willie? Good to see you. Hey, as Emma Dudley is reminding us, make sure and hit that like button. Let people know let us know that you're here. Let us know that you're watching. We're glad to see you. And again, like I said, my apologies for keeping you waiting tonight. We will still end on time because producer Weapon X has decreed that it be so. But we're glad you're here. Let me do some quick shout outs to the chat, and then we're going to keep things moving right along. What's up to Variety Trading Card Collector? He has shared it out. He says, hey, Carlos, what's up? That was earlier this evening. Then El Green Machine popping in and reminding everybody, hey, please remember to smash that like button. Thank you for doing so. Australian AC is here dropping into the chat. Emma Dudley here. David Dodson just celebrated a birthday. He and his clone. Happy birthday to both of you. Glad that y'all are joining us tonight. Tony Stank is dropping in to say hello to everyone. Joffrey Castro, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, it's New Comic Book Day. So I want to know what you picked up this week and what you've got going on. All right, Wolverado, what's up, buddy? Good to see you as well. He says, evening, folks. Glad that you're here hanging out with us. Real James Willie dropping in and saying hello. Yeah, good to see all of you here hanging out tonight. Got 3 out of the 4 of our own Fantastic Four here tonight. We're going to talk about the new Fantastic Four movie. We're also going to talk about some famous Fantastic Four moments in comics that we like and that we're looking forward to seeing translated at some point, or maybe have already seen translated. I'm getting ready for it. My daughters were watching the older Ian Grufford, Jessica Alba, Michael Chiklis, and Chris Evans version with the recently departed Julian McMahon playing Dr. Doom. So we've seen these characters come to screen several times, but glad to see them in a new iteration and hopefully moving forward. Really like us getting to take full advantage of the technology that's available today for computer generated effects. All right, let me go ahead and bring out the panel and give them a chance to give their oh my goodness, Barbarian Kung Fu. What's up, guys? Got my box today. Thanks again. Nice. Good to hear. Couching and Slouching with C. Bizzle. Same. Good to see you here. Weapon X. Good to see producer Weapon X is hanging out in the chat and watching tonight. Glad that you're all here. Again, make sure and hit that smash that like button. We've got some cool facsimiles to give away, including the Alex Ross. And we're going to go ahead and keep things going. Let's go ahead and bring out Paul and let Paul say hi to everybody. I think I was in bed all day taking medicine. Paul, however, was out and about, and I think he might have found some really choice selections. All right, Paul, what do you got tonight? What's going on?
I'd like to say thank you, everyone, for showing up on Friday. I want to thank everybody that messaged me and was wondering where I was. Appreciate everybody being here tonight. Hit the like button. Yeah, as Carlos said, he told me I'm sick and the world's ending or something. I don't know, but I was like, okay, buddy, be careful. Take some medicine and
right.
Take some medicine and keep future Batman and JT with you while your boy goes out. So y'all gonna see tonight. We're talking about Fantastic Four. Y'all probably gonna see a nice book I acquired. So you know your boy's been getting robbed with these trades, but the boy did it again. But yeah, hit the like button and thank you for coming tonight. And let's see who else is gonna join us tonight.
Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and I'm going to bounce it over to you. Shout out to Ryan Riley joining us and dropping in. Everybody is in the chat saying hashtag Team Paul. What's up, Brooklyn born? Good to see you. No, apparently Billy is still here. He has not left us for fame and fortune because of his new movie.
Yeah, I mean, after that movie drop, he's probably gonna be gone, guys.
Yeah, he might call it a day. He might say, I'm done after that. All right. So let's see. Jen, future Batman is here as well. I know he was.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, there we go. Future Batman, finally.
He had some internet issues. I think power and internet issues a moment ago. I thought that's what he said in the text message. So Jen, if you want to jump on, I'll let you say a shout out to everybody. All right. In the meantime, make sure and hashtag Fantastic Four for your chance to win. All right. Grogu isn't happy with Pedro Pascal because he's chained to the floor. There you go.
He's on the desk. I think he changed up.
He's like that. He's like, that is it right there.
I will say that Kevin Feige said that Secret Wars will reset the Marvel universe. So I want to see. I'm really excited now to see Fantastic Four.
So do you think that this is so you're real excited for the movie, right?
Yeah, I mean, so what I'm thinking, guys, is that Galactus is going to devour the whole their universe, and they barely escape. And then so everybody dies. Yeah.
What? So everybody dies. I don't know. That could actually end up being a spoiler from what I'm hearing. I don't know. We'll have to see. All right, let me drop that.
Yeah, your boy got some books today, guys, and then you know your boy has been getting hammered with these trades. Everybody's been saying, man, you've been getting robbed. So,
do you want to show anything off real quick?
Oh, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
All right, so
let's take a look at what you got.
New comic book day. We'll start off with that.
Oh,
the Mark Spears monsters.
Wait, so are they crossing over with Vampirella?
Well, he's doing a lot of covers, but I guess he incorporated his monsters into the Vampirella cover. So that's just Vampirella cover monsters. New X-Men character. I picked this up.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
100 is just going crazy for this book, but got this one with the trade. I think it's a really nice cover with the character on there. I noticed these. So this is a Lensner, and runs Red Sonja and Mars attacks, and you get a nice trading card. It's sealed. Yeah, so they don't fare very well with. But this is a Lensner copy. Got this one.
What's up, Dagger Cards? Nice. That's cool. Cover.
There. I got another one of these. Jeff
nice.
Art Germ. This is Billy's favorite, right, Billy? Picked this one up. I thought this was pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Trinity, daughter of Wonder Woman. This is the homage to the Death in the Family book where Batman's on there. I think that's the one. Yeah, Trinity cover. Got this one. New Supergirl, I believe. Really like that cover. Superman 28 variant cover. Picked up a couple of these. The Birds of Prey.
Oh yeah.
Foil. That's the Harley ones. And then your boy had to get this one came out this week, the Poison Ivy ones. Poison Ivy covers. And I think Carlos had a set of these, but your boy picked up another set of the Mark Spears Absolutes.
Nice.
The foil ones. Connecting covers.
Very nice.
Yep.
What's up, Gerald Yates?
Last one, I got the new Hush Batman book that came out. But the beautiful Jim Lee Batgirl against Batman. Minimal trade, I guess. Got the logo. Foil. I like this cover.
Will that be coming to an episode of Expensive Paper Showcase soon?
No, I'm keeping this. This is the only one I got. So when I went to the store, they had the regular cover of this, but then the foils were damaged for some reason, but this one's clean, so that's the only copy I got. Yeah. Yep. And your boy's got a bang and board these.
Oh, nice. I like it. All right, hey, we got to bring on a late addition to the panel tonight. Let me bring him on because he is our kind of new Fantastic Four member. All right, Paul, you ready for this?
What was that? What we got?
All right, here he is, Paul. Boom! Coming straight to us from Fantastic.
Weapon!
Making sure you guys stay on time tonight. We got
he's here with
Fantastic Four.
Ooh, oh, you picked up Earth War?
It's Earth War, yeah. Dark Horse.
Nice, yeah.
One,
that's a good one to have.
2, 3,
nice,
and 4.
Now, is that coming to an episode of Comics on Demand?
Maybe so. I love that movie.
Oh my God, we got the full crew, Paul.
Boo, boo.
He wants to know where you been at. You ain't been to the gym with him.
Man, right. I messed with him. He never replied.
He never goes to the gym.
There's the new there's the future Batman.
Future Batman is hanging out behind the scenes, I guess. I don't know. Let me see what this layout looks like. Oh, okay, I like this. Oh, I need that Man of Steel.
Me too.
Maybe coming to a Comics on Demand.
No, not Comics on Demand. It's Expensive Paper Showcase.
It's all reprints, right, Paul? That you're picking up.
No, these aren't reprint. Yeah. No.
David Reese, glad that you are still with us.
Yeah, Expensive Paper. I forgot Expensive Paper.
Chingaling, good to see you. David Reese. Jonathan Dotson, happy belated birthday to you as well. Variety Trading Card Collector, glad that you got some cool comics. Nice to see. Tony Stank's been running around in Poison Ivy, not the character, but the plant. And let's see. Brooklyn Board, another guy who hasn't quit. There you go. Hey, Wolverado, and yes, apparently I passed and didn't know it. Oh, wow. I didn't know about that. Oh, JT, Jen, Facsimile Wednesday.
Yes, no facsimile.
David Reese. What happened? What happened with David Reese?
So there was the Madhouse had their final show on Monday, and apparently David Reese died. So everybody thought David Reese had passed.
Wow.
On Monday,
they said that it was their final show was because David Reese died.
No, they were doing their final show, and in the chat, somebody had spammed that David Reese had passed away or something.
Wow.
And so it kind of just spun out of control after that. even though he was in the chat, talking. They said he had passed.
Like, I haven't showed this book yet. I wasn't gonna post it yet, but I'm gonna show it here on the giveaway show that I acquired.
What's that?
So wait, what happened to Madhouse? They're
done. No more auctions.
What? That's it? Like done?
Yeah, done. Yep. They did 400 auctions. That last our Monday night was their last one.
Wow. So none of the nights?
No more.
Wow. You heard it. Tony Stank. No more auctions on House. I'm the only comic reader with a huge backlog of books to read. Yes, I have about 3 short boxes of books that need to be read. I'm so far beyond 7 weeks on my pull list. Yeah. Barbarian says, "I'm glad you're well, David Reese. For now, I'm going to focus on art." Okay.
Oh.
Let's see. Monday was Madhouse's 400th and final auction. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, toast to them.
There's the
future. That's right. Producer Weapon X is here, but Producer D will not be unveiled. We will not see her first appearance until probably the new season starts.
Just big baby stuff. Yeah. We ain't ready for that.
She's excited about. She's reviewed some of the tapes. She's excited about going toe-to-toe with Paul. She's looking forward to it.
What's so funny, JD?
Right.
It's Paul.
Yeah.
It's all.
I'm glad Future Batman's here with me because, that's the only guy that sees eye to eye.
Future Batman. Well, poor Future Batman. I kept him here waiting for too long. All right, I'll be doing a sale Monday night on my channel starting next week. Well, you know what, Barbarian, you need to join us on a Friday as well for Expensive Paper Showcase and hang out with us as well. But yeah, Barbarian's got, I guess, his sale. Now, is it Barbarian? Is it here on YouTube or is it on Instagram? Make sure and drop it in here and let us know because I know you have the selling account on Instagram and your regular account. But let us know.
Protein shake.
All right. Yeah, no, he's getting juiced up. He's ready. All right. Okay, so we're going to be doing our first giveaway. Oh, man. Okay, that's a bummer. Hey, but I understand. It's all good. But yeah, let me know what you mean by channel. Is that YouTube or Instagram or like what your Friday sales will be? I'll be doing the sale here on Monday night. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. Looks like we'll drop. Barbarian, drop a. Let's see. I'll look for it before the end of the show. All right, folks. Hey, so we got the full panel here. We got the Fantastic Five, not just the Fantastic Four. Weapon X, you want to say a quick shout out and hello to everybody?
Hello. Great to be on again here. So
let's go to our let's go to our own powerhouse, JT Comics.
What's going on, guys, man? Happy to be here. Just finished up driving with my daughter. She's 16 now, and she's getting her license in a couple weeks. So we driving, we're practicing.
That's scary.
Yeah.
My 11-year-old is waiting.
She's like, you made it alive.
She can't wait.
Yeah. All right, man. That's cool. That's a big milestone. Did you take her to a parking lot to kind of learn do that stuff?
Nah, we on the highway. We ready.
Wow. This man wants to.
All right. Mike Bravo says this is fantastic. All right, Mike Bravo, good to see you. Sorry that I missed you guys. Whoever went to the lunch today, I'm sorry I missed you guys. I was in bed for most of the day taking medicine, and then last minute decided to drag myself up here.
R.I.P. JT.
Wait, what? Rest in peace, JT. Oh, because of driving. Okay, I was
on the freeway.
All right, Future Batman. You want to say anything to anybody? You want to say anything? Give shout outs or anything?
Can you guys hear me right now?
Yeah, good, man.
Okay, all right. What's up, guys? Let's just get this show started. It's 9:43. Let's go.
All right. All right, let's keep it
That's
moving.
an introduction. That's what I'm talking about. There you go. That's an introduction.
Tonight,
you taking notes, JT?
For your chance to win, you're going to do hashtag Fantastic Four. I've got a set of facsimiles here to give away. I got 2 sets to give away of one of the local shops in town. And so glad to have these to give away. I actually bought these about 2.5 months ago for tonight's episode, just to have them, so that we would have enough to give them. All right, so this is our next big, and I think this is the last big release of the summer. Fantastic Four is coming out this weekend. And they've had you if you have a Disney Plus membership, you can watch the red carpet premiere. My daughters were looking at it. They're actually, though, kind of getting caught up. What's up, Beth? Good to see you. Glad that you're here hanging out with us tonight. Mary Jimenez, of course, always good to see you. Glad that you and Raphael are here and hanging out. All right, so Fantastic Four. Let me go ahead and bring this up. All right. Okay, so Fantastic Four First Steps is dropping this weekend. Of course, there's early previews. We are seeing some. So right now, it's fairly fresh. It's an 88% for critic reviews. There is no popcorn meter, of course, because it has not dropped out. But let's take a look at a few of what the critics have to say. So this is, Rotten Tomato. It's just another review aggregator. I don't put a ton of value in, what they're saying. I think it gives us a good idea, because bottom line, if we want to see a film, we're going to go see a film. Mm-hmm. And I think the cast, I'm going to be taking y'all to go see it. If y'all want to, we'll talk for just a couple minutes afterward. If you want to go see it, we'll decide on a day and time to go. And I will take
JT
y'all.
snores, so I don't know if I can do that.
What? You talking about sports? All right, Brian 12ish says 0 interest in reviews or spoilers. All right, Paul will be selling the Galactus popcorn buckets on the Friday show. Be sure to pre-order now. That's right.
Actually, guys, what Weapon's saying is that the popcorn buckets have been on sale since Superman came out. So anybody who's been trying to get them, get it.
I heard that. I actually entered one giveaway online.
I was watching Superman, and the guy came in with a damn Mr. Fantastic popcorn bucket. I'm like, come on, are you serious?
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So, Fantastic Four First Steps reviews. So, Carolyn Seed from Girl Culture over on Substack is a top critic. Okay. First Steps often feels less like a superhero story than an oddball standalone sci-fi film, and that's the most refreshing thing about it. Ouch. That doesn't sound very positive. Man. All right. From the movie buff, Paul Emmanuel Inicola says, well, this is finally the best. Wait, let's go to the top critics. I don't know who these people are. Right. Oh, she's still a top critic. Oh, my gosh.
She's the top one with that kind of critic?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I've never heard of Girl Culture. I don't know if that. I mean, no offense. I've just never heard of it. Okay, Los Angeles
Times. Heard of Girl Culture?
Amy Nicholson from Los Angeles Times says this staid superhero movie plays like classic sci-fi in which adults wearing sweater vests solemnly brainstorm how to resolve a crisis. Watching it, I felt as snug as being nestled in the backseat of my grandparents' car at the drive-in. Okay. Washington Post.
It's in the 60s. So I don't know why they.
Washington Post says, buoyant, bracing, and most shocking of all, brief. The Fantastic Four First Steps represents a quantum leap of ship writing. Okay. And by that, he means writing the Marvel Cinematic Universe ship. All right, Michael.
Writing the ship. Yeah, that's how they get to the.
Not great superhero cinema, but good is good enough for the Fantastic Four. Interesting.
What?
Peter Howell, Toronto Star. After too many superhero movies where the main objective seems to be to introduce myriad morose characters and multiple convoluted plot lines, it's refreshing to experience one that just wants to remind you of the simple pleasure of reading a comic book. Okay, that's not bad.
That's a good one.
All right.
These people not even think really write a comic.
A rotten rating. Perhaps it would have been the best relegated to the small screen then, because the biggest one isn't doing this movie any favors. A message this urgent shouldn't be rendered in such a forgettable fashion.
Wow.
At the Tribune News Service, Odie Henderson from Boston Globe says, unfortunately, neither a time frame change nor the work of 4 screenwriters can fix the central problems with Fantastic Four movies, with one exception. The team members are colossal bores. I wonder who the exception is. Let's see. Movie Mom. Okay, she says, after 3 unsatisfactory tries, Marvel Studios got it right. Gorgeously produced, well cast, dazzling visuals, gracefully relegating the origin story to a few archival clips, and putting our quartet and us right in the middle of the action. Okay, that, she's giving it a B+. RogerEbert.com, Matt Zoller Seitz is saying this is a solid, intelligent, occasionally inspired comic book movie that delivers most of what a popular audience demands from the genre, plus a little bit more, giving it 3.5 out of 4. Last one I'll read. David Fear from Rolling Stone says, to say that the version we get in Fantastic Four First Steps is the best screen adaptation to date of the group means that a low bar has been cleared, though the world building around them is truly an achievement. Okay. All right, so it sounds like mostly positive right now. Lots of positive takes on it. A few rotten takes, but very interesting. It's interesting always to just kind of take a glance at them and then dive into it on our own. Okay, so let's go through a couple of things that have these are things that have gotten people buzzing, people talking, and I just want to get the panel's reaction to them. And just whenever you're ready to 81. Oh, is it down to 81%? Top critics?
Yeah, top critics is 81%. All critics is 88%.
Okay.
Yeah, I only look at the top critics for the most part, but there's eight rotten reviews for top critics, 34 for fresh. Still doing pretty good. You're looking at like what Superman numbers.
Yeah. It looks like it's holding.
It's doing the same thing that Superman did. I mean, Superman, remember it started off at like 95 and now it's like down to 84.
Yeah, which is that's pretty good. I was expecting it to settle in the 70s.
Well, it did. I mean, Superman's top reviews are 70%. So, and the audience, when the audience finally chilled out a little bit, it's at 89% for all audience, and not just when you all verified audience is 92%. But yeah, you got to look at, I guess, the numbers like that rather than what Rotten Tomatoes is presenting to you. I think that was a problem with even Ironheart. Like Ironheart had, I think they were saying that they had double reviews, which is why the score was so low. But then they went back and they realized that they deleted some reviews that they probably shouldn't have because it pissed off a lot of the audience.
Yeah.
So far, that's what we're looking at so far right now. 81% or 88%, somewhere around that projectile.
Okay. All right. So it looks like it's all positive. I've got a few things to ask for the panel to get feedback. Real quick before we do that, though, we're going to go do our first giveaway of the night, and then we're going to go ahead and while we're doing that, I'm going to give some additional comments. Brian 12ish says, "Give me that FF straight to my veins." Mary Jimenez says, "Thank you for the info, Weapon X. I've asked at 4 different theaters, and they were holding until release day for the Galactus popcorn buckets." Tony Stank says, "Can't wait to see it." I'm going to have to check back. Can't hear any of this. Okay. So, hey, it's not big spoilers, but yeah, if you want to keep it clear, these are the, you might not want to hear all this. Yes, Tony Stank, they are $80 for the Galactus light up popcorn bucket.
Yep.
Hey, I can get my rinder while getting things done. Team Paul. All right. Oh, wow. Freaky Friday comes out next month. All right. I guess Mr. Collector's going to watch Freakier Friday.
Yeah, I think he's looking at the different.
Mr. Collector said you found out the bathroom, Weapon.
There's not a single positive critic on there. Weapon finally came back from the restroom after all these episodes. Welcome back.
Damn. Mr. watching you like that, Weapon?
That like button and sub
What's
up your
going on,
page.
Weapon?
All right, cool. Yeah, so hashtag Fantastic Four for your chance to win. We're going to go ahead and run this now. Good luck to everybody. This is a set of the.
Carlos.
All right, here we go, folks. All right.
Hello, Carlos.
All right, there we go.
Go.
This is Paul's highlight of his.
Man, how the hell did JT get in there?
Where's JT?
Joffrey Castro. Joffrey Castro. All right, congratulations, Joffrey Castro. For your chance. Congratulations on this, buddy. Glad that you got a chance to win. Hey, so what you're competing to win tonight is Fantastic Four. This is the regular facsimile edition that came out a couple months ago, and then I'm also including an Alex Ross homage. So you can get both of these books. We have multiple sets though, so we are gonna give away at least one more set tonight. Joffrey Castro, congratulations on this win. For everybody else, hey, remember the only thing you have to do is enter hashtag and then whatever the hashtag is that we give you, and you will be entered to win and have your chance to snag one of the prizes. The only thing you have to do after that is just send me your shipping info. Because remember, after the end of the season, any books that are not claimed that I don't have shipping info for, they will go back into the giveaway box for future seasons. All right, so make sure you do that. All right, Joffrey Castro, here is yours. And congratulations again on winning this Fantastic Four 2-pack. These two cool covers. But remember, we got another set. Setting these aside. And then, let's see. Yeah. And then we still got one more set. I'm going to be dropping that in here as well. So we'll be giving another one of those away shortly in just a moment. All right, so first question for the panel. What are your thoughts about them going with Shala Bao, the female Silver Surfer, instead of Norin Rad, the main 616 Silver Surfer? And what are your thoughts? I'm not saying good, bad, there has to be good, bad, or any of that. Just saying, what are your thoughts about them making that change? What does it mean? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? Or are you just waiting to see how they do it? Whoever wants to go first.
I was about to say, did everybody freeze?
Yeah, we're waiting for Paul to speak up. Paul's usually the first one.
I was waiting for Future Batman. That's who I'm waiting for.
We're waiting for Future Batman.
And then I'm gonna get disappointed with JT. Let's just get it over with.
Okay, man.
There we go. I've been waiting for this.
It's an incursion story, so I think we sort of already talked about this.
Exactly.
Coming into, I guess, into this episode, we've already talked about this in the past, but because it's a story that's going to end with most likely the world being eaten by Galactus and them going to a warp hole, and does it really matter if it's a female or non-binary or male, or this character is not going to exist, or at least from our knowledge, we don't know if this character is going to exist going over to the MCU or the Marvel 61610
Cinematic
or whatever. Yeah, whatever it's called. They call it the Marvel 616, but it's not. It's like Marvel 616E or some crap like that. Some letter that's at the end of 616. But so really, I think my concerns with the movie isn't really Silver Surfer. It's more like, I think I had mentioned this earlier in the week that whoever Dr. Doom is going to be is going to either make it or break it for the future of the MCU. Because if you're going to reboot the entire universe with Dr. Doom, which is, him saving the entire planet and the multiverses, because that's what happens in the comic book. He's the main person that does that, goes to every multiverse, and he eventually saves it. You're going to have to get a different actor. You can't get Robert Downey Jr. to be Doctor Doom. They're two different characters. Now, if you're having Doctor Doom hijack Tony's body, which happens in the Demon in the Armor story arc, the What If comic, and also the M2/Earth X, which is what the Silver Surfer, the Shalabal, that's where that character comes from. If you're going to focus on that, that also makes sense too. But if this is ending with Doctor Doom at the end saving the planet as an anti-hero / anti-villain going forward, you might want to choose a good actor. And I'm sure they've already chosen someone, but they're probably keeping their mouths sealed. So those are my concerns. I'm not really worried about the movie being bad. I think the CGI might be like the way Superman was. The CGI may not be all that great, especially the way she looks. Like there's some areas where she looks kind of cartoonish, or she looks like the T-1000, and then there's other areas where she looks actually pretty okay,
like, and stuff. Yeah, I had that same problem.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I'm getting over like a red eye issue, which is why my eyes are so glazy right now. So
okay, is that what you call
so I have really bad allergies right now. So I don't know if there's something going on.
You're allergic to Paul. No, it's understandable, Jim.
I'm just.
Is that what you call it? That red eye? Is that what you call it?
Yeah, one of my eyes are actually like red.
Hey, hold on, man. Hold on. Whatever you do in your free time.
One of my eyes. Yeah, so I'm just letting you know. So one of them are getting over it, so it should be all right.
Yeah, but you're right. She is kind of manly in there. Yeah, you're right.
I didn't say she was manly. I said I didn't say that.
So that was a really good deep dive by Jen. I'll say like in the group chat, and that's why I wanted to bring it up here, so we could get that. I didn't know that about the Demon in the Armor story.
The Demon
storylines. I'm not as familiar with some of the newer storylines.
So, just to be clear, there is Demon in a Bottle, which is the story of Tony Stark and his alcoholism problems, and then there's Demon in an Armor, which is when Doctor Doom hijacks Tony's body and he becomes Demon in an Armor, and there's an internal struggle of, am I a good guy or am I a bad guy? I mean, so I think that might play out with this, Secret Wars. And what's the one before that? It's like Secret Wars, and then what's the one that's happening before that?
Oh, Doomsday.
Yeah, Doomsday. So I think Doomsday is where you're probably going to see the Demon in the Armor story arc, and I think Secret Wars is where you'll probably see, hopefully, fingers crossed, that you see Doctor Doom, because I mean that's one of my favorite characters. So if they ruin that, I'm probably not going to support it.
God Emperor Doom. You think we'll see him? God Emperor Doom.
I mean, I don't know, Paul. I mean, what do you think? I mean, I want to know y'all's insight, your take on. I mean, look, if they do God Emperor Doom, it happened in the comics. It happened even now in the comics with the One World or. One World Under Doom.
Yeah,
that's happening now. So I mean, I wouldn't see why. But so, what do you think?
I'll throw my thought out on this thing. I'm really hoping that the even though I know it's probably going to go more like closer to the Hickman run, I'd love to see more elements drawn from the classic Secret Wars story. than the newer Hickman run, even though the Hickman run, I think, is what they've been building towards, like as far as Secret Wars goes.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I mean, to me, I think the only concern I have right now is that the big like Endgame and Infinity War,
man,
those films had years of build-up with a lot of solo films with like little stuff dropped. Whereas it feels like Doomsday it's kind of a rush to finish almost because of the change from Kang to Doom. So I'm just hoping that it's not going to be I'm hoping it's not going to be too jumbled, them trying to tell too much story in too short a period of time.
And, because Doomsday was originally supposed to be King Dynasty, right?
Yeah. And so, like, if you look at all the films that have led up to this, there's not that same kind of connective tissue where there's elements of exposition and backstory laid out over the past few years that all leads to Kang Dynasty, whereas here it's like this is the first time we're going to see this version of Doom. Well, I mean, okay, spoiler alert, the Doomsday movie, I don't think it's going to be the first time we see that I think it's going to be the first time we see Robert Downey Jr. as that character, but I don't think it's going to be the first time we see the character. And even with a small stinger scene, if they drop that in somewhere, it's just so much story ground to cover in such a short period of time. I just worry that they're not going to have the payoff that we all got. Because think about it, the first time we heard Avengers Assemble was in Avengers Endgame. And we had built in every Avengers movie leading up to that. So a small thing became a big moment. Captain America picking up Mjolnir, Thor's hammer. That was it was a big build-up because it had been hinted at.
He should have picked up Stormbreaker.
There's a reason behind he was able to pick it up, and it wasn't because the theory or I'm sure the comment section knows this, right? Like Tony and Mary, Mike, Wolverado, Variety, David, all of you guys that are watching, I'm sure you guys already know this, but or at least pretend to. We know that the reason he couldn't was because he kept that information from Tony, right? Like he knew that Bucky killed his parents, and that's why he wrote that letter. Like, hey, we were becoming really good friends, which I didn't understand why he would even write like, oh, we were becoming really good friends, or we were becoming close, and that's why I kept it from me. I'm like, no, you weren't. You guys were arguing on the carrier in the first movie and in the second movie. And in the third movie, you guys were always like arguing with each other. How were you guys best friends? That didn't make any sense. But apparently you wrote like a letter and it was like, hey, I'm sorry that I hid that information from you. But the reason I did that,
phone, right? You gave him the phone.
Right. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Then, Stan Lee came and he was like, hey, Tony stank. You remember that? So all that stuff happened. Yeah. When he delivered so then once you realize that he had that like taken off his chest, he was like, oh yeah, I can pick up the hammer now because I'm like all pure hearted. No, I didn't really buy into that. I was like, I think they just did that for fan service. They were like, hey, let's have Captain America pick up this hammer because we want everybody in this movie theater to wet their pants. We want them to really like cheer for Captain America, like the way we would if Superman picked up Mjolnir, and beat Thor with it. Like, and he's able to. He's done it in the comics before. He's beaten Thor with it, and it's like, holy crap, brute strength. But I don't know.
Couple of real quick comments I want to point out. Wolverado says it would be funny if Doom kills Kang like he did in the original Secret Wars, but doesn't bring him back.
Yeah, right.
Mr. Collector says, I know they had to cut some. Going back to the Fantastic Four film, to First Steps, I know they had to cut out some characters in this film because they felt like they were adding too much to the film. I'm glad they made that decision. More is not always great. I do want to address that. Back to that. Did anyone notice that all who picked up Thor's hammer in the movies died? I did not. Trying to think back to all.
I mean, essentially, right? I mean, sort of.
Pretend to. Cap was worthy all the time. That's at the time. Yeah, he was worthy. All right, at that time. All right, so here's another question for everybody. Okay, so Mr. Collector said that. So this was one of the biggest concerns I had, was that so an actor like John Malkovich, when you sign him in your film, he's an Oscar-winning actor, Oscar nominated multiple times, and from all his interviews, we know that he requires a hefty paycheck to come to work, and that's why he turned down being the Green Goblin in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. That's why he's turned down other supervillain roles. Because when you think about John Malkovich, you're like, hey, yeah, this guy makes a great supervillain. But he has turned down other roles in the past, but they had finally gotten him to go ahead and commit to this character for Fantastic Four First Steps. But then we just got notice a couple of weeks ago that he had been completely cut from the film. It's one thing if you trim a character out. I get that happens all the time. But when it happens with an Academy Award-winning actor, I have to say, okay, that's a bigger, not a smaller misstep. And so hopefully as a result of that, it comes out to be a cleaner story. But I don't know. Panel, what do you think? What do you think about them cutting out John Malkovich from the movie?
Well, what's his name? The director? It's like I think his name is like Matt Shakeman, right?
Yeah.
I think he said that the reason. I mean, he praised him, right? Like, I guess that's what we usually do, is we praise and then we'll insult later. But he's like, hey, he looked great as the Red Ghost, but it just didn't fit with the elements and the balancing the film story out. So I think that's what he said when they cut it, or at least you can look it up. I mean, from what he had said is that John Malkovich's character, Red Ghost, was removed from the Fantastic Four First Steps due to narrative choices and balancing the film's many elements. So kind of like what I was saying just now. And I guess they also said that, I mean, there's other things on here about the director talking about how it's supposed to fit the 1960s retro future world look, and I guess that probably didn't fit with the character. I don't mind if they cut him out. I think that they would have had conflictions and too many things going on. You have that weird, monster from the first issue, coming out of the ground and stuff. They're fighting that thing in the movie. You have the Silver Surfer and Galactus running around in the city, like he's literally running around in the city. You saw it in the trailer. He's like, dun, dun, dun. He's like running around. Like, you don't have all that going on in the movie. And then you have Silver Surfer coming down, like, doing all the Silver Surfer things that she's going to be doing. And then you're going to have the Red Ghost. Like, really? I mean, that was my issues with, like, again, I know Superman's already happened, right? No spoilers. But that was, like, one of my issues with even Superman. They had, like, all these characters, like, running around everywhere, like, hey, what's up? Hi, and I was like, okay, wait a second.
Yeah, when you keep getting beat up, you need help.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm saying that, like, you have a kaiju monster, you have, Lex Luthor doing his thing, you got
there's
Crypto,
no way that kaiju monster should have been that big.
Yeah, well, just you have all these things going on in the movie, and then you have to, like, be smart about how you do that. I think that's probably what the director was looking at with Fantastic Four. Like, look, we have Silver Surfer and Galactus. Let's just stick to this. John, we love you, all right? But this is also going to help us with our budget too. So
he did, like,
you're out of here. You're out of here. He's like, what? And he's like, I'm John Malkovich. And he's like, yeah, we know, we saw the movie, but you're out of here.
And yeah, he probably sucked in that acting. Yeah.
No, I don't think he sucked. I think he's a great actor. It's like what Carlos was saying. He's he's up there.
When you're a bad actor, that's what you do.
His accolades say everything about how good he is, and he doesn't have to buy an award. He is very good at his acting. I think they probably cut that because it didn't fit the 1960s feel to the movie.
I think when you're a bad actor, they cut you out. So you were right.
Okay, Paul. But I mean, sure, but I think that's probably why they cut him out. But anyways, what do you guys think? I mean, we know what Paul thinks. We think
I didn't even say anything yet.
You think he's a bad actor?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's why you cut him out. He's a bad actor.
He's a great actor, and sorry, give these comments from your face. All right. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. No, he got paid his money. It didn't save them any money. He got paid his money. Somebody like him, paid that man his money. He somebody like him.
Well, if he got paid, then he could care less.
And then if they cut his scene, they cut his scene. So he got paid his full rate, and he got which is not low. I wish. And I don't know, maybe this is like the independent producer in me, because I've dealt with this situation before when we go and film something and spend budget money on something when it gets cut from a film, and it's just like, that was money that could have gone towards something else.
Are you serious, JT? You're eating right now, JT?
Yeah, it's money that could have gone towards making Shala Ball look better than what she looks right now. It's money that could have gone to making her look more reflective rather than she's made out of clay or something.
Yeah, she looked.
I'll say that, like, when it comes to visual effects, I don't think people are wrong that yes, visual effects because a lot of people will compare like late 90s, early 2000s VFX to today's VFX. And they'll say, why does some of the stuff back then look better? Well, it's because it was a whole different industry back then. And, we've had a lot of issues. I mean, there's been a lot of issues with VFX artists being underpaid, being overworked, being, essentially abused. And so they're not able to get the level of work and level of craftsmanship that they used to, on some of these films. So because a lot of those people that worked on that stuff and then the new people coming up behind them did not rise to the same level. A lot of those people, there was no person to carry them on. Just this is practical effects, so it's a different thing, but there's not another Stan Winston.
So what's your favorite, like, if you were, let's just say that if you were to choose a scene from the original Fantastic Four movies, right? Like the first two, Rise of the Silver Surfer and the first movie. What were your favorite, like, things that they did in that movie? Like some of your favorite things that you saw in that movie, you're like, oh, this is really cool. Like this ages still really well. It ages to this day. It still ages really well.
I don't, honestly, I don't know if that's a movie I would point to.
I
recently watched it the other day. I watched it on my.
I think the introduction.
For watching it.
I like that when he shows up.
Wait, the which one?
The one where they show Silver Surfer coming out in the second movie.
Oh yeah,
comes through the building. Man, that was perfect.
Yeah, no, I mean,
no binary, none, just Silver Surfer.
The Lawrence Fishburne Silver Surfer looked really good. That one looked really good.
Yeah, no binary, none, just straight Silver Surfer.
We were watching, when he fights Doom and the power comes up from the board and out through his hands. I mean, that was a cool scene. I was never a huge fan of Julian McMahon as Doom, but I thought he did a decent job. I think there's others I would have loved to have seen play the role instead. But I mean, that's not real. Like, I'm thinking of like classics like Terminator 2, Jurassic Park, movies of that caliber where the VFX still hold up today.
Oh yeah, but they were using
I don't know about
animatronics, right? Like they were using the
no. I mean, they were mixing it seamlessly together.
No. I'm talking about the first Jurassic Park. The first Jurassic Park was mostly like robotics. It was
they weren't
they
like
didn't.
There was a lot of VFX mixed in with it.
Yeah,
it was mostly like puppets, like you know, it was like a robot.
You could tell because their eyes were like spinning, and you could tell that they were robots.
Even the in the what is it called, Jurassic World, where the part where the Brontosaurus, he just wouldn't die. He was like, you know, he just kept putting his head up, and then they wanted you to feel. Yeah, I know, I did, right? It goes, but that scene where they're trying to hold the head, and they're like, "Oh, poor Brontosaurus," and they're trying to make you feel for it, right? And I'm like, "Oh shit, we're gonna have."
They always do that. They make you feel for an animal, and then all of a sudden they start dying, and it's like,
no. I'm saying that was a robot. There was like robotics or whatever, right? They were using like a remote control, and the guy's like probably like, okay, now look in his eyes. Look in his eyes, you know, and then it's like, okay, now talk to the creature, you know, and then they're getting all into the scene and everything. I don't know how they do it on set. Okay, I've never been on one, but I'm pretty sure it's something along those lines. Okay, I'm not trying to be a comedian either, but look, all I'm saying is that the first Jurassic Park movie, it wasn't like they went in and then they're like, hey, now they probably did it later when they remastered them. Right. I think that's what you're talking about, where they went in and they're like, let's add special effects to this, because Spielberg did that, and so did George Lucas for his Star Wars movies. That's why they're called remastered with special effects. But the original Jurassic Park movies did not have those type of special effects.
The color of the egg.
They were like actual puppets.
The first one did. Yeah, I mean,
the first one was using actual robots.
Yeah,
they were using actual robots for the first movie. I can even pull up the making of.
All right.
Like, you can do behind the first scenes or whatever it's called, but I think you can like look it up or whatever.
I'm waiting for JT's take on Fantastic
Four. Okay, let's do it.
Come on, JD.
All right, let's see.
Donate your protein shake. Come on.
All right. Brian Twelvish says, Paul, do you have any explanation that you can pull out of your ass? Allow speculation with very little information. Yep. JT dinner and a show. Got to get that protein intake, Paul. You made Weapon hungry, so he left to go eat. Eat looking at those pink walls. It doesn't say, oh my gosh. All right. Okay. What's up, Bottom Tier Collector? Good to see you. Glad that you're here hanging out. Would have been funny if Brontosaurus said, tell my wife I love her.
Die.
All right, so remember, hashtag Fantastic Five is what you got to enter to win.
Carlo.
He's hanging out tonight. All right, JT, so what are your thoughts about the new Fantastic Four first steps?
Waiting for this.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Man, I don't feel like the Silver Surfer matters, just like what Future Batman said. I don't think it matters. I don't think most moviegoers that's going to go see this don't even know who the Fantastic Four are. Like, I'm in the comics, and I've never read a Fantastic Four comic.
Wow.
It just don't appeal to me. I know they're the first family and all that, but it's just...
I knew you wouldn't let me down, JD. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Yeah, that's Paul's favorite comic, Fantastic Four. He loves it, but me, it's not my thing. But I'm gonna go see the movie just because it's a Marvel movie. I'm supporting it. Hope it does well.
Nice. What are you looking forward to the most?
The most about the movie?
Yeah,
the popcorn bucket. I just want to see it. No.
Look at that guy.
Man, I just want to see how they're going to reboot this Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's it.
Okay. All right. Very cool. Okay. The rest of the panel. What El Green Machine says, to be honest, I've never read Fantastic Four either. Bomb Tier Collector, I'm not an F4 fan. My expectation is for my son to geek out on The Thing and to see Galactus. Very cool. Fantastic Four, literally some of the best stories ever.
There you go, Tony Stank. Tell him, Tony Stank.
Tell us, Tony. Tell us about them.
All right. Remember, hashtag Fantastic Five. All right. What else are y'all looking panel? What else are y'all looking forward to in the movie? What are you looking forward to the most?
I'm just glad JT's on here, man. Thank you, buddy.
Go ahead, Paul. Tell us what do you expect out of Fantastic Four?
You want me to give y'all my expert thing about the Fantastic Four movie? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right. So anyway, like I said, I don't know what future Batman we're talking about, guys. I mean, I don't know. JT agreed with him, but I'm thinking from the 1960s, they're going to be in the 616 universe. Nobody's talked about Franklin Richards. He's a big powerhouse in the Marvel universe. Nobody talked about him. He comes out in this movie. And what else? And I think getting Robert Downey Jr. was, at first I was against it, like future Batman. I agreed with him. But I'm thinking now, as more as I think about it, that's the perfect guy to just mess up the MCU right now.
Who?
Robert Downey Jr. I mean, everybody's gonna think he's Iron Man. They're gonna give him all his Iron Man tech. Yeah. And he's just gonna go to town.
Do you think?
I agree with you, Batman. 1960s Fantastic Four universe is gonna be gone. Yep. No monorail is gone. Yep. I'm looking forward to seeing this movie because the world dies. Their world dies, and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, okay, so here's my thing, right, Paul? Like, what if it's like a huge plot twist, right? Like, what if the trailers are misleading us? What if their world doesn't die? Let's say that the end of the movie is that they the smartest man, because Mr. Fantastic is considered to be like probably one of the most genius minds ever of like the MCU. Let's say that he does end up actually finding a way to defeat Galactus. I mean, so in the comic books, one way that he did it was he created a black hole and he threw Galactus through it. So that's part of one of the biggest storylines. And if you've read enough comics, like what was it? Who said that Fantastic Four has some of the best storylines? Who said that? Because they do. They have actually probably one of the best stories that you could read in Marvel, especially back in the 60s and early 70s. But what's to say that Mr. Fantastic does actually have a solution, and his solution is, well, we're going to get warped into this world anyways, but what if we were able to warp him into a black hole and throw him through it or something? I mean, what if that's like an act, because it's part of one of the comics that does happen in there, and then they end up saving the planet. So what if that's the actual twist, and it's not that Galactus eats the planet and eats the world, and then they
got to be in the 616, so
they have to be. But what if there's another TV show or a movie that's leading into that? What if it's just not explained? Then you're just left with more questions, like, "Oh, I wonder what happens next," and then you're like, what if it's one of those movies that leaves it off with a cliffhanger, and you're like, "Oh, the Fantastic Four," right? Because think about it, right? They're called the Fantastic Four. They're not called the Fantastic Losers. They're called the Fantastic Four. So why would they lose in their own movie? You're introducing like the one of the coolest teams, right? Where they've like sucked mostly in like the movie universe. But let's say that they end up achieving what they're supposed to achieve, and they take Galactus, or they defeat Galactus by doing that. They're like, hey, if we can suck him into this black hole, along goes his herald, and then that probably plays out later. I'm over here like, keeping my fingers crossed. I don't have to see Shala ball ever again, but maybe they're going to keep her around and it's not a one and done, because you can't one and done Galactus, right? You got to keep him around, especially that character. You're not going to give him the necro sword / what's his name, Gore the Butcher treatment. What if it's that Galactus actually is almost about to win, kind of like with
that's what I'm saying. That's what I agree with Brian a little bit. I think he's gonna win in that universe, but then they get propelled to the.
I don't think so, Brian. I mean, so the more I think about it, I think the trailers have been misleading us, right? I mean, they've done that in Superman. I mean, like, we thought Superman was going to be like either really good or really bad. It wasn't going to be just one of those meh movies, at least not to me. I saw it. I actually ended up really liking it. But I think Fantastic Four is either going to be really good or it's going to be really bad. And I don't see Galactus being one of those characters that's going to be like really nerfed. Because he's not a Celestial, but he's able to like beat 3 Celestials at the same time. He's done it in the comics. Galactus is that powerful. So if he's that powerful, you can't nerf a character like that. You're going to piss off a lot of fans. The only thing you can really think of is 2 solutions here, right? Either they warp to our planet, right, or our universe, or 2, Reed Richards creates a black hole, or he creates some sort of vortex, the negative zone, something, right? And he sucks Galactus through it. And he's like, he's gone. And he's not like a threat that's going to be gone forever. It's going to be like a threat that could eventually come back later. And that could happen during Secret Wars. It could happen during Doomsday. It could happen through Phase 7. It's one of those things where I just don't think that they're going to make the team look bad. Because I'm thinking about it more and more now, and I'm like, I mean, we're all thinking that the planet's going to get eaten by Galactus, like, or this universe is going to be eaten by. I think but who knows? I mean, what will actually happen?
I think they're going to do that because they're going to move on to Doom. So they're trying to get them established and in the MCU as quick as possible.
Maybe. I'll stick with you, Paul. I mean, so there's 2 things. I think that there's a possibility, right? There's a possibility that we're going into the 616 with this team, or there's a possibility they save their own planet and they do it in the comics. Because again, read the comics, guys. Reed Richards does this in the comics, and they get sucked in. And either they're going to come here or they're going to use a way to push him out there. It's either those are the only 2 things I can think of. I'm going to see the movie tomorrow, so I'm going to figure that out myself.
Damn.
But if I'm thinking about what I'm,
I thought we were all going to go see the movie.
That's what I'm saying. If we're going to see the movie tomorrow, hopefully, if we're, I mean, I don't know if you guys are going to see it tomorrow or if you guys are going to see it on a later date. I thought we were seeing it tomorrow because I'm on call on Friday. I think I already told Carlos about that.
No,
Carlos didn't tell me anything. JT didn't tell me.
We haven't made any decision about it. It won't be tomorrow. That's for sure.
No.
We'll talk about it afterward.
Yeah, JT didn't tell me anything.
Let's go ahead and bring it back around because I know. Let's see, Weapon X hasn't said much of anything. I wanted to get his take. Are you looking forward to the movie?
He called again.
He dropped off. He was on.
Bottom tier, I mean, what bottom? I mean, you can't one and done him. You're right. I mean, it's one of those things. Hey, Mike Bravo, if that's a spoiler alert, that's nuts because I just thought of that shit right now, and I was like, wait, there's 2 things that are really going on, right? I mean, with what we're thinking, because we've been wrong before, right? We thought a lot of things about Superman. We were talking about how Superman's probably going to have this happen, and I think like 75% of our conversations actually came true.
Thanks to me. You're welcome.
I don't know about you, Paul.
All right, let's have Weapon X's take on it.
Let's go, Weapon. The hell is that?
Thumbs up. No, I have no idea. I mean, I don't know how they're going to do it. I mean, I'm listening to Jen over here. It's interesting. As far as the Malkovich stuff, curious to see. I mean, they're going to have what they have, so I'm just wondering if they're going to introduce him later on. And, like, since his character has an invisibility already, will he be watching what happens in the first movie, sort of, and then we'll see a spin-off where he was there the entire time, we just didn't see him? Is that how they're going to try to play it off when they do introduce him into the MCU, since they already have all of that footage they paid him for? But yeah, I mean, like, I'm not sure what they're going to do with it. Just curious how they are going to try to integrate everything into the storyline and bring them into the MCU. I kind of want to see if it has any tie-in to the end of the Marvels movie, or
you mean Thunderbolts?
Huh?
No, he's talking about Marvels, where
they wake up at the end and
Monica Rambeau.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And like Beast is there and talking to him and stuff. They kind of just left that there. It's like, well, where does that come into play? Because that's happening somewhere, they just don't say where and when. So I'm curious if that's how they're going to try. Maybe, hey, this is all happening in this side of the universe or world, or wherever it's at. Kind of what we're seeing here with this. But yeah, that's kind of where.
Oh, dude, that's yeah, you're right. I mean, I didn't even think of that. Or what's to say, right? Like, let's just go into like hypothetical ideas here, like what you just said. Like, what's to say that, let's say that he gets shoved through, let's say like Galactus is about to eat the planet, right? And then like Reed is like, oh, he's gonna eat this planet, and then they try to do a warp hole or whatever and try to either escape and come here, or they try to suck him in there with them, and then they suck themselves back out, and then he ends up coming to Marvel's 616. What if that starts Secret Wars, right? Or maybe that starts the Doomsday movie, or I don't know. I mean, maybe that happens, or maybe they push him through a black hole like they did in the comic books, and he goes to another universe, and then he ends up in the universe where Beast and Monica and all of them are, and they're like, man, where the heck did this guy come from?
Right.
And then, and that happens. I mean, that could happen too.
Well, Thunderbolts, you see the shuttle, so we know that they're going to be...
Yeah, so something's definitely going to happen, Paul.
I don't know. Y'all are... I don't know what y'all are talking about. What I just said, guys, is what's going to happen.
Which is, you don't know what's going to happen?
What? I just explained what was going to happen.
You just said that right now. You're like, I don't know,
I just explained what was happening.
I don't know what's going to happen. I just know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, folks. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in tonight and watching. Glad that y'all are here hanging out. Bottom Tier Collector says, I recently started watching Loki Season 2. Interesting to see how Galactus eating universes affects Kang coming back, if Marvel does indeed hire back Jonathan Majors. I don't know if they're going to hire him back, but I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if they find a way to tie up the Kang storyline, or if they even need to after the Loki series and Ant-Man 3. Spoiler, Galactus eats planets, chokes on it. Reed gives him Heimlich, and he moves on to another planet, and everyone lives happily ever after. I'm just coming back. Did I miss Paul's take on when everyone dies in the film? Yes, you did.
Yes.
He gave out the spoilers. All right, let's take a look at the giveaway screen here. We've got 21 people have entered, almost 30 people in the chat. So if you haven't entered, go ahead, #Fantastic5. That's what you want to do. It is only going to register your entry once. So for those who are putting it in multiple times, that is not necessary because it's not going to count it. All right. Thanks to everybody for being here tonight. Thanks, James Willie, for reminding us all to smash that like button. please do so. That helps us keep things going. Paul, will Fantastic Four, Doomsday, and Secret Wars have connecting covers?
Yep.
Yes, of course they will. Anyone comment on the runtime of this movie? It's actually,
I think this movie's like what, an hour and then 20 or 10 minutes or something like that.
It's an hour and 55 minutes.
What?
1 hour and 55 minutes is the runtime. Mr. Collector says, "Make me proud, Cross. I got 50 on you tonight to win." Apparently, everybody jumps on Kalshi to bet on everything. LG Switch, good to see you, Lucas. LG Switch, glad that you're here, dropping in with us. Definitely share this show. Yeah, please do share it. Why so short time for FF? I think that's actually a good run time for it. All right, so we got 23 entries. Hashtag Fantastic 5.
Is there going to be like spoilers? I mean, not spoilers. Post credit scene.
Yes, there are.
Oh, okay.
There's at least one that I know about.
I think there's
like. Here we go, folks. In 3, 2, 1. Good luck,
Carlos.
Good luck.
There you go. Come on, JD. Let's go. We're going to get it.
All right.
Oh, there's another Carlos in the one.
L Green. Congrats.
L Green Machine. All right. Hey, congratulations, L Green Machine. You are the lucky winner of 2 of Fantastic Four facsimile. This is the regular cover, and then this is the Alex Ross homage. You're going to get both. I'm going to drop this in. Hey, speaking of L Green Machine and channel member boxes, have you considered becoming a channel member for the Carl Collects Comics? The best value on YouTube that you can find. No other channel membership of any kind, whether it's on Patreon or YouTube or wherever, gives you the same amount of value that we do right here on this channel. Starting for as low as $4.99 a month, the Man of Steel. You can view the members only live streams, which we do twice a month, and gives you early access to videos. Got a ton of top 10 videos coming your way in late August, early September. Webbed Wall Crawler gives you 1 comic per quarter. But the big deal, the big value is the Dark Knight, the channel membership tier. For $14.99 a month, you will get access to the members-only live streams where there's additional giveaways, plus the quarterly care package from Carlos featuring at least 5 curated comic books with a retail value of over $50 based on information provided by you, shipped to your door. This is the lower 48 states only. Claude Knucklehead will be discontinuing this after we come back from the break, this tier. But the Dark Knight tier is the best value that you're going to find, best mystery box you're going to find. So I hope you consider joining and becoming a channel member at this tier. Also, remember, coming up this Friday night, we've got the Expensive Paper Showcase. That's our sales show here on the channel. Comic auction, claim sale, all kinds of cool, fun books.
You can watch Carlos cry.
First unauthorized appearance of Zorro sold this past week. Plenty of cool stuff. Paul's always got all kinds of fun and mildly overpriced books for you to pick from and choose and purchase.
Yeah, I mean, so guys, this Friday there's going to be this Friday is going to be the John Byrne Superman run. I didn't get payment, so that'll be.
That's right. That's exactly what's going to happen. All right, so we got Expensive Paper Showcase coming up this Friday night, 7 p.m. Central. Remember, we've only got this week and next week for the remainder of this season. After that, the channel goes on hiatus. That means for the week after next, we'll be going on break. None of the live streams will be going. There will still be some cool videos that will be dropped that you'll be able to watch and check out during the normal time frame. But the regular live streams that you come to know and love, looks more than 30 people watching. Those will be back coming September. So remember, also, last but not least, but certainly not least, we are running the big 2025 in 2025. If we can hit 2,025 subscribers or more by the end of 2025, that's by the end of the night, December 31st of 2025, that will trigger the biggest giveaway show that we have ever done. That means big books, double-signed books that are hard to find, really cool books. I will be doing a ton of giveaways to celebrate 2,025 subscribers by the end of 2025. Now, if we don't make it by the end of 2025, it's okay. We've been steadily growing and reaching towards it. I believe it's still doable, that we can still make it, and we'll be making a big push for it in the fall. But in the meantime, what you can do is you can subscribe. You can send the channel over to friends that maybe haven't watched it before and ask them to subscribe. But yeah, lots of cool stuff coming down the pipe here on the channel. Looking forward to seeing you all back for season 8 of the giveaway show. And I'm doing we're going to be coming back season 8. This is the second to the last episode for season 7. Wow. Over 170 episodes we've done of this show. So wow. I like big books, and I cannot lie. Vic DeGiovanni is there. He says, I am there for it. All right, El Green Machine likes it. I think you'll get it to at least 2026 subs by the end of the year, Carlos. Ryan 12ish says that because apparently he's going to create another 300 and something on YouTube and subscribe. All right, JT stepped away to do some curls. By the way, good night, everyone. Great show as always, Carlos. I watched Fantastic Four today, and I think it's my new favorite MCU film. Nice, Lucas. What? Welcome to the channel. Glad that you're here. What was the greatest issue 171? The greatest issue number 171. What was 171? Was it Incredible Hulk 171? Was it? No, it wasn't 171. What was it? What was 171? I don't know. Anybody know? Let's see. I'm free Friday. Carlos.
What issue are you talking about?
Let's see. Yeah, hit me up, El Green Machine, and we will talk about it. Weapon wearing the Reed Richards sweet suit, my hero. Tuesday, yes, that's right. Next Tuesday is going to be our bonus members only live stream on Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Central, because we will not have any broadcasts for the month of August. So I'm doing an extra one in July and an extra one in September. Let's see, everybody else. Collector, do you need my Venmo? Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh, man, there's some dealings going on in the chat.
Your name didn't pop up, so Collector lost.
Oh, nice. Okay. Don't just logged in. Joffrey Castro says, is there 2 post-credit scenes?
Thanks, Joffrey.
Mr. Collector says there are 2 post-credit scenes. All right, let's see. I don't have an answer. I'm just wondering if there was an iconic 171 in history. Mr. Collector says Silver Age Riddler. Justice League 171. I'll hit you up soon about Fridays, Carlos. Hey, dude, we've only got one more for this season, and then we go on hiatus. But chances are the show will be returning in the new semester, but we will see. Mike, it may be recency bias, but my previous favorite was Ragnarok. Okay, cool. Ragnarok was definitely a fun movie. There might be 4 post-credit scenes. Oh, wow. That's a lot.
Damn.
All right, folks. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in tonight. Let's see. Yeah, so El Green Machine, these are yours. From myself and the panel and everybody else, thanks for tuning in tonight. Y'all make sure and take care. Have a great night. And we will see you Friday at 7 p.m. Central for Expensive Paper Showcase. Take care. We'll see you next time.